Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 14 of Let's Play Banished. As our last installment ended, a merchant arrived and he is selling chestnut seeds. He also has a little bit of coal and some mushrooms, but this was really the main thing I was interested in. And I'm very tempted to buy them. But the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to pass. The cost is not trivial at all. And the problem I have with it is, yes, chestnuts would be another food source for us, and that is good. But we have quite a few food sources already. We have corn, onions, roots, fish, plum, venisons, mushrooms, and potatoes. And what I really want are to buy things that will help us in more than one way. So for example, if these were apple seeds, that not only would be a new food when we grow apples, but we could use apples to make ale, which improves the happiness of the townsfolk. If it was cattle, it would also give us leather in addition to the meat. Chickens would kind of do double duty because you'd get eggs as well as the meat, whereas chestnuts are just chestnuts, at least as far as I know. And we're only going to be able to work so much land. So, maybe later I'll regret this, but I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to pursue it. So, hopefully I don't come to think better of that. If I had more resources, I might well do it, but it would take another worker to till that field and just all kinds of stuff. Which does remind me, another thing I was also thinking about is maybe building a house here for the farmers. Although we really do need to probably stay focused over here because ideally, we could have a lot of people working in this general area. So, I suppose I can't fix everything all at once. How are we doing on our production? 18 stone. I actually think that's not bad because I don't think I had 2 workers for most of the year. I believe I added 2 relatively late in our last installment. So that suggests to me that maybe, just maybe, building this road out is helping us. I hope so. Okay, so this place is pretty much done. And, well, okay, I'm overselling that just a little bit. Let's go ahead and build this out partway. I'm going to keep working to improve our productivity over here. Yeah, so the other thing that we could also stand to get are sheep, because that would give us wool, and that would make our workers more productive in winter. They wouldn't have to go home as often. That's, again, that and cattle are something I've wanted since the very beginning, and we just haven't been lucky enough to get there, So we're finally starting to get a little bit of coal. What I'm going to do is let some pile up, and then we'll try building steel tools over here. And yeah, we're down to just 6 left in inventory, so I can't afford to wait too long. I guess as soon as it's spring, I'm going to need to start gathering more iron and put him back to work. Do I need to wait? We do have 36. I don't think there's much point sending people to gather all the way down here when it's this cold, though. It's late winter. It'll be spring soon, and then we'll do it. So my second house over here is now done. We got another young couple in there. One of them is still a student. So both of our stone cutters now do live a little bit closer. So that's good. And it looks like we finished off that one road. So I guess what I'm going to do is build this out a little farther as well. We're going to stick close to home until winter breaks. So the question is, I guess the first thing I need to do is gather more stone because we are using up what we've got. And I might as well do that up here. Let's just go ahead and we'll tag whatever a little bit is up here. I think I won't bother with that because it's well, screw it. We might as well try to just clear out this whole area so I don't have to look at it anymore. Is there anything there? Yeah, there's a little tiny bit. Alright, fair enough. Nothing down here unless we come pretty far, which we may do. So I guess I will put the blacksmith back to work. There we go. We don't have a lot of coal, but we have a little bit. And I did select steel. Yes, I did. So he probably won't be able to make very many before he runs out, but we are down to just 3 stored tools. I have some over here, so I could always bring some back if we need to. In fact, you know, that's fine. I will, just to be safe, I'll go down to like 25. It's not moving very much back, and it'll just give us a little bit in the warehouse. What is this again? Oh, yes. Oh, I'm such a fool. So we can use plums, which we have. All this time I've been sitting here, and I could have been making it. Wow. Unfortunately, I don't think any of this uses chestnuts. Nope. What is this orchard? Is this plum trees? Yes. Okay. Well, there you go. We have a steady supply of plums, so that's the way to go. Man, I never thought to do it. I just saw the apple thing sitting there, and I thought that's all I could do. Oh, God. That is so bad. Okay, so we're in the process of gathering the stone. That's going to take a while. We've built this out most of the way to these homes. I don't want to go any lower. The question is, where are we putting the next house? And I think I want it like right here. We're going to have to trash a tree, but such is the price of progress at times, I'm afraid. Okay. Now, the bad news is I don't think we have very many young couples that can be formed. We have some pretty old people, and then we have couples that are already married, you know, who are younger. So see, like out of those houses, literally no one, yeah, in this whole area, no one is going to form a new household. And then over here, we do have a girl who will probably be marrying age in a reasonable amount of time. Another one who will need a little bit longer. Here's a young boy who will be a man relatively soon. But that's it. I mean, we need to grow more youngsters. I'm almost sure our population is going to start shrinking. So I've also talked about building a cemetery, and you know what? Just given the fact that we have so many people who are older, maybe I should build the cemetery next. Maybe I should put this other thing on hold. So the question is, where do we want this? I don't think we want it anywhere particularly close by. So I can't put it there. I guess it's too hilly. I don't like really want it right on top of the town, I'll be honest. Could I come down here? I kind of want it to be as small as I can legitimately make it. 7 by 7. Okay, so I just want to think this through. Maybe over here? God. The problem is that everywhere I look, I see places that I would rather use for something else. That's the honest truth. That's too... Alright, screw it. I'll go 8 by 8 and I'll go over here. It's interesting. We already had a boy named Lion, and now we have another one. Oh, that one blacksmith that I was looking at, he was 80. He died of old age. Does that mean we literally have an empty house now? I think this was it. So now we have a 30-year-old woman living all by herself. Because there was no man of suitable age for her to marry. So I don't really need more homes at this point. I mean, we need homes situated better, but we don't really need more homes right now. I think that's apparent. And despite the fact that I've got people working on gathering stone, we aren't making a lot of headway. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come down here. And I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to pick this up. And, well, heck, while I'm at it, I'll pick this up. So our laborers are going to be busy for a while. But I kind of want to reload. How are we doing on our production? It's only spring, so yeah. It does seem like this is just going to kind of suck compared to what I want it to be, though. I have to admit. Should I switch back from coal to iron? Because we don't have a lot. Maybe. Very possibly. Our blacksmith is using up the coal that we're making. Alright, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm going to go ahead and go back to iron. I'm going to count on the blacksmith using whatever coal, he can, and making some of the steel tools, and the fact that those will last longer, it'll buy me some time. If I have to, I'll just move more back from here. Okay. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm a little stressed about the fact that we have so few young people who are going to continue to have kids. I also don't like how little of all of this stuff we have. It's early summer. My woodcutter still hasn't got the firewood maxed out. Although, actually, I think it is. It just needs to be moved over. Maybe. I really need... Oh, okay. I did build a path out here. I did. Okay. Good, good, good. Man, we're going to need so much stone. I don't know if I'll even ever be able to pave all this. Like, forget doing every little thing. Like, just these major arteries. Seems like it's not ever going to happen. Okay, and you know what else I think I'm going to do is let's get some of the fish back in inventory. It's worth so little. I would much rather trade venison. And see, we have so much. So I'm going to go the other way with the venison, and we're going to move more over here. so that if another merchant comes and they have something other than chestnuts, let's go ahead and push it up to 1,000. I really want to get something like wool or whatever. I actually kind of regret not buying the coal now because it's just so slow getting this stuff out of the mine. The coal would have only cost me 300. I could have easily just given them 100 venison. I was probably focusing a little too much on the chestnut seeds to the exclusion of everything else. Okay, so we're still working on gathering pretty much all of this, to be honest. How are we doing on ale, by the way? Okay, 23. So that should help our happiness score. It doesn't appear to be translating here yet, but I've seen plenty of times. There does appear to be a pretty good lag between when you do something and when it filters all the way through. So what's this about? Why is it stopped? He doesn't have materials. What does he need? He's got plums. I have a feeling that it's fine and it just, this needs to catch up. Is there any more plum in here? There is not. Okay, but it did go away. He may be forced to stop making it soon, though. Although, I have a feeling they're going to start harvesting soon, so I think it'll be okay. I was just checking. It looks like there's not a ton of action going on over here, but I do see some stuff piled up. Yeah, I take it back. They have been. So that's fine. We're going to kind of, you know, take a break on building right now since I don't need a home. Did they work on the cemetery, by the way? It looks like they did. 0 of 12 graves. So that answers that question. I wondered, based on the size, if you could only put so many people in. And sure enough, that is the case. It makes sense. I mean, I would love it if you could just do this nothing plot of land and that would hold 10,000 people over time. But yeah, realistically not going to happen. So still, we only have 22 iron, 48 stone. I mean, it's not great. I only have 9 tools. He is out of coal, I'm sure. And I'm not going to be able to get him more anytime soon. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is go the iron route. Actually, let's not even do that. Let's shut down the blacksmith. I'm just going to bring the tools over. We won't worry about it for now. I'll just bring them all over. We have so much venison we can trade, and I have so few tools. It just doesn't really make sense to do that. And it looks like we got some people carrying some of this stone and iron up. So these numbers should finally start climbing. Yep, there goes the stone a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Hopefully we'll see it go up more. Maybe, possibly, or not. Okay, fair enough. Our ale is back up to 33, which is nice to see. Yeah, I wish I had a more direct route for these guys. This is such a long way to come. Arguably, I could have had them gathering rock from up here, right? The thing is, if we were coming down here for the iron, I just felt like I'd rather clear this out. I'm not in a dire rush for this stuff anyway. And if I'm going to come down here eventually, for once, I thought I would take the stuff that was a little farther away. I started off very much taking whatever was closest first. But it will actually be nice to have a source that's a little closer next time. Okay, so we're getting there a little bit. Almost back up to 40 iron. 13 degrees. Berber. And what are my stats here? We're in winter, so the year's been going for a while. God, man. Well, we have done more than we did last year. You know, combined 21. That's also better than we did last year. With fewer people, because I'm pretty sure last year we had more people for at least part of the time. Okay. So we built our cemetery. We don't really need to build another house. I'm thinking what we... Oh, firewood is low. Well, it's just going to have to be low. We have the logs. We just need the woodcutter to cut more. By the way, did that one single person, there was a younger woman, like in her 30s, that was living alone. I was just wondering. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. She's still living alone, but she's got a kid. You go, girl. And we're going to have some dead people soon. We got some old folks. Okay. So what do we want to build? I'm thinking we probably extend the roads more. And where is the best place to do that to? I've been focusing all my efforts over here, but we've built that out pretty far. So would we be better served to like work on this route? I'm kind of thinking yes. Although I still only have 100 stone. Like, honestly, that's not that good. Wait a minute. What are they carrying? Is that just food and stuff? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, screw it. You know what? We're just going to harvest more stone. We're going to grab it. When I start building, I don't want to go down to just nothing. I'd like to really have some to work with. So I know it's probably not the most exciting installment to watch, but we did build a graveyard. I mean, you know, that's not something you see every day. Oh, there's 2 graves. I didn't notice these. So we had one person die recently. Yep. They keep telling me firewood is low, but we're okay. And it's spring, so it's going to start warming up. Yeah, it's 0 now. That's okay. What is this? Oh, stored food total. So the stored food is way down as well. Well, one thing we only... Oh, man. I guess from people dying, my laborer pool is just in the toilet. Yikes. I may not have a choice but to build a town hall. We may need immigrants. You know, I'm really starting to wonder if organic growth is going to get us where we need to be. Because it seems pretty clear we're going to be shrinking for a while. And, yeah, there goes another one. So we're heading into back to like 24, 25 adults. We haven't been that low in a good while. Wonderful news, isn't it? What's going on here? No leather, which has been the case most of the time. He's got plums. I don't know why we keep getting that message. That's a little irritating. There it goes. Okay, well, listen, we're going to have to figure this out next time. We'll let these guys finish harvesting the stone. It looks like they're pretty much done already. So we will figure out what to build when we come back. But that's all for now. So thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.